Welcome to the ride. This is Norton Summit, South Australia, Adelaide. When we filmed this on the 21st of December 2024. Super Elliot group is about to roll past on my left, and we're meeting here at the Norton Summit, about to turn left. This is full gas, all right? This ride I've been doing for about on and off for about 20 years, 20 plus years. Norton Summit, unwritten rule, go for it, all right? And the rest of the ride is pace wise up and down. But Norton Summit is the core part of the bragging rights. Whoever's first up Norton Summit takes home a couple $100. Just kidding. But it's just bragging rights, all right? So anyway, this is the world champs Norton Summit. Saturday morning. This is the fastest. This is the hardest climbing bunch in Australia. There isn't a regular climbing bunch that is harder than this one. This is the one. The guys in this bunch, some of them in the World Tour, some win NRS races, National Series races. Pretty much everyone in this front group here is Div 1. Okay. A grades. This is where it's at. If you're, yeah, this is the go. And so there's quite a number of riders behind me. I sort of slot in mid pack there. I'm trying to stay at the back to get some footage. Also, the riders in front of me are going faster. So today's winner, I think Tristan Saunders did the fastest time with around 11:40 something. I have to double check, confirm that. But so yes, fast time today, very fast. Conditions, bit of a headwind, so it's not the ideal fastest time, but temperatures were great there. So this is it. So I am positioning myself, sort of moving, letting some riders go around me. There's Tori there. I know Tori's a good wheel to sit on. And got a mountain bike on the left. This guy's a very fast rider as well. But on the mountain bike, obviously, you're going to lose a bit of time. But I think he still did like a sub 15 on it. Good time. Very fast rider. So it's all about positioning. Ideally, should be have moved up to the sort of front third of the bunch, but I wanted to stay at the back just to get the footage. And it looks better when you're at the back and there's more riders in front of you. If I'm just first wheel, second wheel, fifth wheel, it's like you're riding with four mates. But at the back here, I didn't want to go too far back because I know the bunch is about to split at some point. So if I go too far back, I'm not fit enough to close the gap to these faster riders. So this is as far back as I want to go. I know Tori's really good at holding the wheel, and I know she'll last at least to the hairpin. And there's only a handful of women today on the planet. If you had to get all the women in the world today, there'd only be a handful that could last on the bike up until Norton Summit. Sorry, the first hairpin of Norton Summit. Literally. So that's the level that Tori's at now. I taught her to use clip-in cycling shoes back in late 2016 now, so she's doing really well. She's on a heavier bike these days, so not as fast as she was a few weeks ago. It's a very distinguished transition when you see someone go from rim brakes to disc brakes, their times get slower. It's pretty amazing. It's pretty amazing when someone goes from rim to disc, like an established rider. Like Tori's an established rider. So noticing her going to disc brake and soft tires, it was a noticeable decrease in performance because she's been flogging me all year up here. And only when she got to that gravel bike did I could actually go past her. Anyway, so that's tech talk. So if you want to go your fastest up here, you got to have rim brakes. It's just a given. I mean, obviously, everyone in this bunch ahead of me is all talented, and there's only a couple of guys still left on rim brakes. But if you want to get every watt to the road, rim brakes is the go. 24 mil tire, 25 mil tire, 100, 120 psi. It just goes better. These roads are pretty smooth. Like we got good roads in Adelaide. We ain't racing cobblestones. For cobblestones, yeah, 32s for sure, 28s, 32s. But for road race like here, nah. So you can sort of see riders getting shelled already. There's the bunch behind me. I can see my mirror is just starting to splinter off. And now I'm pretty much last wheel. Maybe there's another rider or two behind me from memory. But I need to sort of start moving up a bit here because I'm thinking, but then again, Tori's done the flick of the elbow. So always look for riders when they flick the elbow. It means come around. I'm having a break or I'm dropping off, etc. Okay. I was feeling for Tori there, those 72 psi tires. The new TCRs, man, they're limited. They've got psi limited on the wheels. Those Cadex wheels, hookless, toothless. It's just a bad idea. 72 psi on a road bike. It's good for cobbles, but when you're trying to go fast up a hill, you just lose watts. It's just so spongy. It feels mush. It feels mush. As this rider here, I didn't notice this gap opening. I should have moved around, but you can still see that. The gap opens up, and then I'm sort of sitting to the left here, and then boom, that gap really stretches open. The Mandingo effect is starting to gap open that bunch there, and I'm just like, shit, I should have called that one. So this is another thing for going faster. Make sure when you see a gap open, you go around it straight away, okay? You go around it straight away. So I know for next week, which riders to sit on if I want to go faster. It's all about choosing the right wheel in life. And obviously, if you're in a new bunch, you don't know who's who. And sometimes, some days riders just having bad day, or maybe they had too much breakfast and they need a bit more warm up, etc., etc. Um, so that gap, look at that, boom, the acceleration. And I was probably doing about 400 watts here, so I know if I go over that, then I'm just going to lose time later. So I'm just going to sit here, hold my tempo, and I know there's another rider. He's starting to close up on me. So I'm like, why is he behind? That's interesting. But anyway, another rider's about to pass me, so I can see my mirror. So I'm going to slow the watts up, catch my breath a bit, wait for him, clear some fatigue metabolites. He's going to come around. I'm going to do my best to jump on his wheel because he's definitely moving up quick. Look at that. Boom. And you can feel that energy there. Young kid, got the physiology, got the cadence, got the sugar, pockets full, ready for a day out, ready to hammer. He's on a heavy bike though, so I'm like, fuck. Like when he came past, I could feel his energy. I was like, fuck, this cunt's gonna fly. And I saw his bike, and I'm like, oh, that's good. Slow bike. These are the shoes I'm wearing. Okay, I'll talk about people's slow bike. Look at my slow shoes. I can't talk. But yeah, there's the shoes I'm using today. I've been using the last 5 years. Need some new shoes. Anyway, so slow shoes, slow bike. Which one's worse? I reckon slow bike's worse because it weighs more. And then we catch this rider here on the left. He's popped off the back as well. And again, this front group, they're shelling it, man. Basically, to the hairpin, we're doing like 11:40 pace. We're doing about 11:40 pace, 11:50 pace. So very hot pace. Another rider, boom, on the left, off the back. And these are good riders, man. And so it's good when you see them getting shelled. You know the pace is hot. So look at this physiology here. This guy's pedaling like a pro. He's got that heel drop out the saddle, Contador style, Froome style, and puts a gap into me. I almost hit his front wheel. I sort of tapped the brakes a bit there, but more so my front wheel was his rear, and I tapped the brakes a little bit. But anyway, that's the deal. Good days, Norton Summit. So this is, the gap's opening. I know I just need to hold this bro's wheel because I know he's just giving it the gas. And if I sit on his wheel, if I feed off that energy, I'm going to do a low 13. And that's my goal. My goal is to do low 13 and get some footage. So that means I'm going to be sitting behind riders more than being in front because an open road just looks boring and it's better to see if I'm chasing someone. That's my excuse I use to sit on a sandbag. A lot of riders out today. Adelaide, Norton Summit for the win. Adelaide produces more elite level cyclists than any city on earth in the last 30 years. I'll say it again. Adelaide produces more elite level road cyclists and track cyclists, male and female, Paralympian, etc., than any city on earth in the last 30 years. And it's places like Norton Summit and the Super Elliot group. Super Elliot's a bike shop on Rundle Street, very established brand name. It's these rides that sort of spawn and inspire the talent, the young kids to get have a sleeping on a Saturday morning or carb up, get out and go warm up and hit Norton Summit. So the talent pool here is deep because we have such good conditions. The weather, winter's not too bad, and you just have a fucking strong cycling culture, man. Like we've got the Tour Down Under here. We've got like Stuart O'Grady, Patrick Younger, etc., etc. Established riders that inspire the next generations coming up. It's just amazing, man. I'm not going to mention more names because I don't want to leave anyone out. But there's a lot of names that come out of Adelaide, man. The national level riders, the international level riders, the Tour de France riders. There's more than any other city on the planet. So these two riders here, A grade riders, Div 1 riders, working together, national level riders. They're both in sort of, there's national team represented there. And yeah, just working together to get me up the hill. It's a bit of a swing there. The riders letting us know that there's riders on our left. And yeah, it's good. So bunch etiquette is also a good thing to be seen, and we appreciate that. If you're gonna ride in the bunch, I'd recommend put your light on solid state. It's just especially if you've got a bright light, because it's just when your heart rate's up and you get this light flashing in your eyes, it's a bit of a distraction. So I always recommend put your light on solid state once you hit the bunch. Okay, once you hit the bunch, I generally have a bit of a joke. If someone's got their light on flash, it means they took too much stims that morning. They're not aware of it. E-bike, cargo bike there on the back, taking some snaps. Norton Summit, beautiful climb here. Make sure you go easy in the downhill because there are kangaroos down here, and occasionally there's some boulders on the road. There has been some severe crashes on Norton Summit because of the boulders, the gravel slides, kangaroos, koalas, oil. So go hard, go easy down. That's my motto, man. Go hard up, go chill down, or go hard in hospital food. Like hospital food doesn't taste that good to me. The portions are small, the carbs content's too inadequate. I don't like hospital food, man. So I do my best every day to stay out of hospital. All right. Do your best every day to stay out of hospital. The food ain't worth it. Um, so the bunch is well ahead of us now. They put at least a minute plus into us, minute and a half, some of them, and then dribs and drabs over that. It's yeah, very very fast. Last part, they ripped it up, wrapped it up, and flying up here. It's just such a good vibe, man. Adelaide. Move where your lifestyle is supported. Surround yourself. Be obsessed by putting yourself in a situation to win people. It's like a bike race, man. Get the right wheel. Hug the wheel, all right? Get the right wheel. If the person drafting you is pulling you up, needs some water or sugar, give it to them, man. Give them some encouragement, like good work, good work. You know, find the right wheels in life and inspire them to want to keep working for you. All right. When they turn around, I put on the pain face. Don't sit there with a closed mouth. They're like, pull a turn, mate. But everyone could tell I'm suffering here. Again, I'm thankful that these people are on disc brake bikes because if they were on my bike, they would be dropping me easily, easily. So I'm glad that these talented kids who are half my age and riding very, very well ride heavy bikes because they would just gas me so much quicker. They would drop me so much, much quicker. So I'm thankful that the bike tech today is slower than it was, 20 years ago. Otherwise, I'd be really even struggling even more than I am now. So we're race lining here in that white line, smoothest line there. Picking the lines, make sure it's safe. Safety is a priority. Speed's also a priority. Safety and speed, they can coexist, okay? Especially uphill. That's what I love about uphill, man. You go as fast as you want, and it's the safest place. On the downhills and then crits, it can be a bit sketchy, can't it? You can take all the right precautions, but sometimes you just get caught out in a crit. Beautiful time. Norton Summit, man. This guy here's swapping over. He's done. He's really worked well for us, and he's just gonna sit up now, maybe catch his mates down the back. But yeah, great riding, great training. Adelaide for the win. It's all about. But again, just come back to that metaphor. You got to have the right wheels in life. So many people sit on the wrong wheels, man, and they go too slow, or maybe they go too hot and they burn out and explode and lose morale. You got to find the wheel that's going the places you want to go. All right, find what pace you want to be doing, and then learn who's going to be helping you get up there. And then you can sort of feed off each other because even the riders in front, they can tell I'm behind, and that makes them want to push as well. Because when someone's on your wheel, you want to push hard as well because you sort of want to drop them. I want to drop them. They want to drop me. So it helps us. Everyone's winning. You, the, you're sitting on. People want to drop you, so they push harder, so they get the benefit. You get the benefit trying to keep up. It's a win-win-win. It's just a really good situation here, sitting on the wheel and getting it done. So that's how you ride fast up the climb. Pace yourself. Learn whose wheel to sit on, and make sure that you move up the bunch versus get caught in no man's land. All right, because that's really on a fast climb like this. You want to stay with the energy and stay in the draft. Because once you drop off, you lose the vibe. It's like a dance party sort of thing. It's an energy. You raise the expectation of your peer group. So staying in the bunch is really important. You got to just fight for that wheel in your head, basically. The big fights in your head where you're like, oh, I want to drop the wheels. It's too hard. I haven't done enough warm up. My glutes are too tired. I ate too much. I didn't eat enough. Blah, 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 blah. Late night, blah, blah, blah. Whatever. Like, eliminate all the excuses. When we lose our excuses, we find our results. Yes, all those things matter, but on the climb, they don't mentally, all right? You got two pigeons in your head. One's pigeons in the dark, one pigeons in the light. Which one lives? The one that you feed, man. Feed the right bird in your head. Feed the positive bird. The bird in the light is saying, go, go, go. Feed that bird. The bird that's saying, you can't do this, you're shit, blah, 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 this hurt, blah, blah, blah. Starve that bird, all right? Starve it, feed it to your cat. But feed the bird that's giving you the right thoughts in your head, man. And you feed it, that bird will fly stronger and you'll go longer. That's the deal. That's the Norton Summit finish line back there. And now we're just going to roll sort of tempo, catch up to the bunch. And you can sort of see these riders just in front. They were just finished maybe 20 seconds before us. And a great day. So I gave the rider here a bit of praise for towing me up there. He rode real strong. Strong riders, man. All these crew in front of me and behind as well. Very, very strong riders. And it's good to see him out here. It's good to see the youth getting into fitness because the fitness you do in your 20s and 30s, man, that really carries you for life. It's a great foundation. Train hard in your teen years and your 20s. Just dedicate the life to the bike or whatever sport you're doing. Ideally cycling because it's just so safe in the hills and stuff. Dedicate yourself to cardio, man, and learn how to train smarter versus harder. Get your early nights, get your carbs in, keep your fat low. Look after your mental state by avoiding too much stims, etc. And just cycling's magic, man. Cycling is a great sport, the best sport. You can use it for transport, you can use it for social, you can use it to make money. Cycling is the best. Ride to live, live to ride. Thanks for watching.